TapN Radio.
With one tap, you're in. Only on TapN Radio.
You're rocking with the Konnect Show on TapN Radio. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or at www.thekonnectshow.rock. Don't forget, that's the Konnect Show with a K.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to start saying? I was actually pretty excited about this. I should have been like dark chocolate, cashew cherry. Actually, so I was in my car and I was really thinking, like, Simone, how do you not have a snack somewhere in the car because you keep snacks everywhere in case you get hungry? And I found something in a bag in the trunk. I don't know. I'm afraid to look at the expiration. But what I will say is that it didn't taste like it made me want to Earl. I've got some water to wash it down with. It does taste like it's been around for a little while.
A little stale chocolate.
It's been in the plastic game for maybe a little longer than I should still be eating on it.
Right.
But
got some pre-COVID chocolate.
probably. I would imagine that this is expired. But can you really go by the expiration date per se? I mean, they put an expiration date to kind of move it off shelves, but that doesn't mean that it actually goes bad on that day. You understand?
No, it just means get it off the shelves by this date.
Exactly, depending on what it is, right? But I'm glad that my fat,
Yeah, and a fat girl?
yes, that she keeps snacks. Why? Because you never know. Anywho, I'm Sapphire Decadent McLovin, and I'm joined today by...
DJ Mom's Musical Zanin.
And you're listening to the Konnect Show! Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
Got the oohs and ahs going.
Yes, all the oohs and ahs. So now that I've explained the moment that I had right before I came in here, and my excitement for this overly chewy bar.
The overly chewy.
Because I was like, can I get full of Altoids?
No.
I would have been here popping like, ooh. Anywho, so.
Fresh breath, empty stomach.
Ooh. But it would have worked out for me.
Yeah.
In case I ran across some handsome young fella with a sandwich. I'm hungry. He's got the goods.
Right.
My breath is fresh.
There
Why?
you
Because
go.
you never know.
You never know.
You never know. So what you been up to, Mums? What you been watching, Mums?
Since my Geek Squad Marvel TV shows have gone off air for now.
Oh, when you said Geek Squad,
Yeah,
I'm like,
you know my what they called it, bleaks, black geeks, no blurs. Yeah,
Black nerds?
yeah.
That's
yeah.
what they call you?
Yeah. That's they actually have a term for us. You know.
That's just because you watch Marvel?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, that's so nerdy, comic book, you know.
Oh, really?
But I was always a Marvel fan since I was, yay high, So,
I would associate
Marvel.
nerd more so with like, I don't know. Okay, say for instance, when I went to go see the astrophysicist, Dyson.
Okay.
What's his name? Neil Dyson.
The black scientist.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, Neil Dyson.
His name not there's Neil Dyson.
Not Neil.
It's something else in there. Okay, you go ahead with your Marvel while I look him up.
Well, anyway, so since my what's that? Falcon and my Falcon went off. My Falcon and Winter Soldier went off, and all my other shows, I wound up retreating back to stuff that I missed.
Like what? Snowfall?
No. Snowfall is good. Snowfall is over with. I've been keeping up with Snowfall.
Okay.
I wound up going back to what do you call it? Agents of Shield.
Oh.
You know, from
I really think
way
you might
back
be
in the day.
entertained by The Way of the House Husband, the anime.
Oh yeah,
You should check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. 'Cause
I'm entertained
I can,
every time I watch it.
I can appreciate anime. I can
Yeah.
appreciate anime,
Yeah.
and you know, I'll probably do some Hulu, some Empire.
Well, he's on
You know, stuff like
The Way
that.
of the House Husband is on Netflix.
Oh, that's Netflix.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Way of the House Husband. That sounds very interesting.
It is. It's about, not to give out too many deets, but it's like a former Yakuza, like Don, like he was running it.
Right.
He retired and became a house husband. So like everything he does now is like next level. He's like, you will be recruited into my syndicate. And as the next member, I'm leaving this territory to you. It's up to you to make sure that all bases are covered at all times. I'm depending on you. And he was talking to like Aruba, like one of those little vacuum cleaners.
Oh gosh.
The little circle one.
Yeah.
vacuums on
That
its
goes vacuums on its own. That
Yeah.
goes around.
That's what he was talking.
Wow. Okay.
So, and like, even when he's trying to look nice, like he's got this long scar and he still looks like, like menacing when he's smiling. So I find it to be kicks.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, for shits and giggles.
Yeah, it's quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could dig it.
Oh, his name is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I knew it was something.
So like when I went to go see him at NJPAC before COVID hit,
Yes.
I think I honestly was one of the only black women that I saw, unless they were working at NJPAC.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow.
There weren't a lot of women. There were more men than anybody.
Okay.
And there definitely weren't a lot of black females. Like, if there were some other black ladies there, I missed them. I did not see them. And I mean, there was hundreds of people there. And I was like, was nobody else as interested? I mean, obviously these people were, but was there nobody else that was as interested as I? Because I was excited.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's coming to JPAC.
Yeah.
Gotta get tickets.
No. They're
And I
like,
just feel like in my sister circle, it was like, yeah, no, not so much.
no, not so much.
I found him to be witty and entertaining. And, you know, that's something I think that people really don't realize about me. I really enjoy a little education.
A little education.
Just a little bit.
A little science
Weird science.
of the universe.
And I have a story coming up about a young lady who also enjoys some universal science.
Okay.
Good times.
And good times.
So we have a few stories that are going to be on our radar today. And I don't know if you're ready for all this jelly that's coming with these stories.
Am I
Are you
ever
ready for this jelly?
Am I ever ready?
He said,
for
am I
this
ever?
jelly?
What's that supposed to mean, Mom?
Because the stories that you come and you research with all your hard work, I'll be like, what what kind of story?
Yeah, but
not you per se. It's the story itself just got me like, what?
Oh.
For real?
So that's
Is that
why
a thing?
It is, and that's why
Wow.
I picked those. So
Wow.
it's not something that
Yeah.
you normally hear.
that-
These are often things that are overlooked and missed, and that's
Yes,
what makes
yes.
the shows and the stories
Yes.
entertaining.
Yes. Underline entertaining.
Okay, so do you want to hear our first story before we go into a music break?
Sure.
Okay. I was a little intrigued by this, and I actually think that this could be a movie.
Okay.
It's about an ex-naval officer. Actually, he was a British ex-Marine. But, naval officer, Marine. Not our kind of Marine. Like, Marine. Anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so in Spain, They have a smuggling ring of hashish.
Of who's you?
Hashish.
Hashish. Hashish.
Hashish. Is that how you say it?
Hashish.
Is it hashish?
Hashish.
Hash.
Hash.
Basically.
Yeah.
They got some hash. All right. And the guy who's running it is a former British Royal Navy Marine with extensive nautical knowledge.
Oh.
So they were transporting the drugs by sea.
Oh.
Word.
Whoa.
So he went from serving in the army, not the army,
Yeah.
but the Navy, to being like, we pushing this ish.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering, how did you even get involved in this?
Across the Atlantic, son.
Man, they said he owned several firms which allegedly sold and rented boats that he used to transport the hash, as well as shell companies to launder the money earned from drug smuggling.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's straight up movie. A former Navy officer
Turn rogue.
turns rogue. Becomes the kingpin of hash.
So Spain's ties with former colonies in Latin America, a major cocaine producing region, and its proximity to Morocco, a major hashish producer,
hashish.
have made a key entry point for drugs bound for Europe. So when I first read it, they made it seem like it was just hashish, but I'm also thinking he had some coke in there too.
Yeah, it gotta be. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be
So,
up under there somewhere.
I thought that was like really mastermindish though. Since he
Yeah,
knows how
since
to
he
work the
knows how to
seas.
work the seas, and yeah.
That's how you put your education to work. Get you paid out here.
Well, I'm saying if you got people that use their how can I say it, their American military training to, I don't know, crash into buildings maybe.
Seriously, you believe that's what really happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To crash into buildings, and then it's not too far fetched that somebody would use their military background to because they're
Push some weight.
push some weight, because with the military you all over, you worldwide, so it's like
I'm trying to figure out why it's even illegal in Spain.
what's that,
Hash.
the hash?
Because it's basically like weed. I mean, you're taking
Oh,
parts
yeah,
of cannabis
parts of-
and
okay.
kind of smashing them together.
Oh,
So why is
okay.
it illegal? I thought weed was a pretty much like...
It's-
That's why I said I think he's got some cocaine going on too.
I mean-
because I don't see what the big deal would have been about some hash.
Here's my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Here's my conspiracy theory. If the government doesn't have a piece of it, then it's illegal. Just like weed over here.
All it is a weed concentrate. It's just a cannabis concentrate.
It's a cannabis concentrate, but it's like, say no to
Ooh,
drugs.
but if it's cannabis concentrate, I wonder if that take you to a whole nother high.
Yeah, probably. If concentrated cannabis? Concentrated
Yo,
cannabis?
munchies probably have you
It's
like,
yeah.
I gotta eat right
I gotta
now,
eat.
man.
Like Tasmanian devil.
Word, just going through refrigerators of food.
Nah.
Concentrated cannabis.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he was moving some weight. Because, I mean, if you're telling me that you arrested the guy because it was on a boat, it's like, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, plus he had several boats. So I don't know how much of it
Several.
they found.
Boats.
Yeah. Because remember I said they had firms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he had a whole network going. Yeah. He had a whole
He was that guy.
network. He was that guy. He was top ranked.
That's just letting all you people know, out there in the world. I'm not saying getting involved in the drug game. I'm just saying you never know where your past may lead you.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to get into some music before we get into some more of this exciting information, like these stories. And I actually have a story that ties into him about a dinosaur statue. So that's what's coming up after our music break.
Okay.
Yeah, so that should be pretty interesting.
Dinosaur
how
statue.
he possibly ties into a dinosaur statue.
There it is.
So, what the deuce just happened? This ninja. All right. So, you be trying to play me out here, y'all. I don't think y'all understand. Bam be coming for me on the low. It may seem like.
Yeah, because if it was purpose, he would have just kept it going like.
No, sometimes he stopped it before, trying to get me.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, if you want to keep it hot, then keep it locked right here with the Konnect Show. We'll be back after this music break, and like I said, we've got more information and stories coming up. Like, how does the ex-Navy officer for Britain tie into possibly a dead man's body?
Huh. Yeah.
You say you want me and that you need me. You say you love me, appreciate me, but I don't wanna lead you on. I know I can't complain, and I don't wanna take the love you have for me in vain. But baby, I can see it so clear now. Hate to tell you that it won't work out. I know I'm wrong, yeah, I haven't all along, but I'm sure that you'll be fine on your own. Yeah, you deserve so much more. I wish that I could be the one you're searching for. When I walk out that open door, I'm sure someone will come and give you more time. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be there, you be nervous, yeah. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be so good without me. I say it's nothing, you say it's something. I say it's me, it isn't you, but I was frontin'. These roads are turning, I think we're slipping. You never change, but I'm in need of something different. Baby, I can see it so clear now. Hate to tell you that it won't work out. I know I'm wrong, yeah, I haven't all along, but I'm sure that you'll be fine on your own. Yeah, you deserve so much more. I wish that I could be the one you're searching for. When I walk out that open door, I'm sure someone will come and give you more time. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be there, you be nervous, yeah. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be so good without me. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be there, you be nervous, yeah. You be there, you be nervous, I'm me. You be so good without me. If I only had one touch from you, there would be a pause and moment of time, and I will fall in love from the thoughts of you, and all my dreams will then come true, come true. It only takes a second to show how I feel, and only half as long to know that it's real. Love is the word I'll never understand. You will always be my man, and I never let you go. And that's all you need to know. like you opened up my heart. There can only be one you and me, like the tides in the sand meet the trees in the summer breeze. I need you like my heartbeat. You move me, and it only takes a second to show how I feel. It only happens long to know that it's real. Love is the word I'll never understand. You will always be my man, and I never let you go. And that's all you need to know. As the leaves fall, as the times change, like darkness waits for the light, I will wait for you. Through my heart breaks and my love fades, I will never fade from you. It takes a second to show how I feel. It really happens all to know that it's real. To know it's the word I'll never understand. You will always be my man, and I never let you go. And that's all you need to know. I foxes with this.
K-Fox.
Yeah.
CC stand up.
Yeah.
LBB on the track, let's
You
go.
don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Oh, tonight. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Hoping you'll do me right. Widows are in the air, shadows are everywhere. I'm gonna have some fun tonight. I'm gonna have some fun tonight. I'm telling you, cuff your guy in the club, high heels on man's line. Ain't no weapon in the club tonight. Grab a drink, grab a dude, now we acting right. So let's go. By the way that you look, boy, you say you by the time they hit the crib, you don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Hoping you'll do me right. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Hoping you'll do me right. We're in the crib, touching on you, touching on me. Let me show you what you gotta do. Get it from the back, pull my head high. Don't be scared to do what you wanna. Only do no shit. Better make it right. When this night is over, I might blow your mind. Need to understand, you are not my mind. This is all we ever understand. By the way that you look, boy, you say it. By the time we hit the crib, you don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Hoping you'll do me right. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. But you're looking like the one tonight. Hoping you'll do me right. If you feel the same way I do, then this is for you. 'Cause you ain't got a girl, I ain't got a hubby. Keep this on the chill. We just cutty buddies, we just playing games. 'Cause you don't know my name. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. I don't even know
just want it all. I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind. Whether it's sunny or rainy, going every day, you're gonna feel my grind. I'ma get something today, whether it's money or pain, you're gonna feel my grind.
One woman, one faith, how strong is yours? Mine strong enough to hold on till the storm is gone. But till then, I'll keep pushing till I crack this door. What you think all these tracks, what you think all these raps is for? Why you think gold black with this platinum core? I've seen love die and turn into acts of war, and I'm still here. Get ready for whatever now. God gon' guide me, I'm decorated highly. I'm dirty south all around, I takes care of mine. Build it up and put it down, y'all hate to see me grind. Probably rather see me getting completely weak and then crying. Oh no, not me, not G-O-L-D. It'll take you a whole song, what I can say in a minute. It ain't even what I said, it's the way I present it. In it is simple, I done just told you how much faith and how many women it takes to take first place.
I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind. Whether it's sunny or rainy, going every day, you're gonna feel my grind. I'ma get something today, whether it's money or pain, you're gonna feel my grind.
And when I cross the line, I ain't stopping, I'ma keep going. Go, keep glowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and mic check before an award-winning performance. I won't give in to the image of this woman enormous, you know? I'm all about what I say I'm about. Them chickens cluck about their plans, I'll be laying them out. Analyze the blueprints, delete things, add things, come up with a new script, initiate the revolution. It's gold. It's as simple as that. A little something for your cats who thought I wouldn't be back. I'm a woman with one faith that has a million subtitles. Just to complicate life and make it harder to run by you. But what you expect from an independent woman? Simplicity? Nah, I'm complex with focus intensity. It's hopeless and since to me each word is transmitted verbally as well as mentally. It's meant to be.
I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind. Whether it's sunny or rainy, going every day, you're gonna feel my grind. I'ma get something today, whether it's money or pain, you're gonna feel my grind.
Now see what things like now, sometimes it's unbearable. Ain't nobody hearing you unless you're screaming. Material hunger, how your gang ain't got no serial number, and how you bust it. She tight, he big, and she like how he does it. True, that all just happens to be reality based on my mentalities on new millennial salary rates. So I bust my gun if you screw me, put 2 through your Gucci. Have faith in that, some things are just better to say. And if you feel what I'm spitting, I'ma cherish the day. We beautiful characters part of a terrible play. All I can say is I'm gonna acknowledge no audience, but still touch them all like Pac and Notorious. I'm about to come with more than just a regular. Consider this my faith in God, strong enough to forge a riddle with. And the benefits are reaped only by those who have
I just
contributed.
want it all. I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind. Whether it's sunny or rainy, going every day, you're gonna feel my grind. I'ma get something today, whether it's money or pain, you're gonna feel my grind.
With one tap, you're in. Only on TapN Radio.
You're listening to The Konnect Show on TapN Radio.
Hold up, wait a minute.
It's the energy. It's the energy. It's the energy. It's the energy. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
Wait a minute.
Yo hate man.
Hold up,
Anyway,
wait a minute.
my haters will not prevail. With that being said, I'm Sapphire Decadent McLovin.
DJ Mum's Music was that in.
And we're back with that information that tantalizes your tummy here on the Konnect Show.
That's right.
I had to just wash down my old snack.
Yeah, pre-COVID snacks. Yo, pre-COVID snacks.
It had gotten stuck in the tooth. So I had to work that out of there. But anyway, let's start with the first story that I said, you never know, could possibly be tied to the guy who had the drug business, who used to be the Navy officer for the Brits, because he got caught in Spain. And inside, if you're watching, you'll be able to see that there's a dinosaur, right? It's a big paper mache dinosaur. Well, there's a man that was missing that was found in it after a father and son noticed an odd smell and the father looked inside.
Wow.
He might have been part of that drug ring. Did you do that Navy officer wrong?
He might have been.
It's a stegosaurus, by the way. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah.
They did say that they believe it was an accidental death and no violence was suspected, but how?
How?
Did
you fall asleep while making a paper mache dinosaur? Did you just
fell out?
You just fell out? Just with all the fumes and I'm dead.
So, according to a media report, the man may have been trying to get his cell phone that fell inside the statue. How? I don't know.
How does it?
When he fell inside and was trapped upside down.
Okay. So.
Every time they have one explanation, it
leads to another
question.
That I have so many questions.
And then authorities had to come out with firefighters. They had to cut open the dinosaur.
Yeah.
His leg. Poor dinosaur.
Poor dinosaur.
Had to get it cut open to get this man out.
Get it cut open. To get this dead man out.
But here's what's not even more fair. They then removed the dinosaur. So I can't see the paper mache dinosaur.
They got to fix his leg.
Just because Paulo fell off in there and passed.
He got to fix his leg.
Man, you don't really need that leg.
You can't have a three-legged dinosaur.
Why can't you? You don't know how many legs this dinosaur had for real anyway. Y'all just guessing, playing with these bones. Sometimes y'all say they this way, then y'all like, maybe it was more like this.
This way, or
yeah,
maybe that way.
You know, it's not definite. Maybe he the first tri-legged dinosaur that there was. Okay.
Tri-dinosaur, yeah.
So our next story isn't as entertaining. So Sasha Johnson is actually a Black Lives Matter activist, and she was shot in the head in London. She has gotten death threats because of her work,
right.
But they also said she was at a party, and they think that it was more of a gang situation than her specifically being targeted. But they are telling the activists out in London to be mindful of their surroundings.
Right.
She's only 27 years old, but she has life-threatening injuries. And she did have to undergo an operation, and she's still in critical care.
Wow.
But she's been very vocal in working in the community and with the party out there. So it's called the TapN Initiative Party.
Okay.
And they said, basically, it's like when you feel politically homeless.
Okay.
They needed to create their own party. So she's been very vocal throughout that. So, you know, we're not exactly sure what happened, but sending positive energy her way. And to her family and friends and supporters and everyone else.
Positive energy.
Positive energy.
Yeah.
So, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see the picture of what was deemed in Florida as immodest. 80 pictures were altered in a yearbook. Woo! In a Florida high school because they said it was inappropriate. Now, nobody was told that their pictures were going to be altered. And they said that it went against the yearbook's dress code guidelines.
They had that?
Apparently. It was a female who had this altered. I'm trying to figure out what that one little line was doing.
Yeah, I guess
thought-
I guess that one on the line went a little bit too deep.
When I saw the story originally, I thought I was going to see some real cleavage,
Yeah, me too.
some true
Yeah, when I'm looking,
booberture.
yeah,
But that little piece of line, I've accidentally shown that at work, and I teach.
yeah, yeah,
Depending on
Yeah.
how the cami is cut.
right.
Yeah, but 80 photos,
84. So 80 photos were altered.
yes.
Somebody was bored. Somebody was bored. Like they're gonna actually go through each one. Up cleavage.
They said the
Up too
girls
much.
feel embarrassed, ashamed, and sexualized when describing how they felt.
Yeah.
So
I would
either
too.
the coordinator for the yearbook is about to lose her job, or somebody got a lawsuit.
Somebody got a lawsuit coming.
Yes.
Because with all this freedom of expression, of freedom of everything nowadays, and you're going to censor a quarter-inch of cleavage,
Not even. But here's what
like
one
an
girl
eighth of an
said.
inch.
She said the double standard in the yearbook is more so that they looked at our body and thought just a little bit of skin showing was sexual.
Right.
But then they looked at the boys for the swim team photos and other sports photos and thought that was fine. And that's really upsetting and uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I'm sure those boys just had on what, them little
the
Speedos?
Speedos. That's it.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all they had was Speedos.
They got all that body showing.
So
but you
did
thought this little piece
Did they
of,
put
this little piece of a line. Because she don't even, this little girl barely has boobs.
Nah.
You thought this little piece of a line was doing
hardly
something?
has any cleavage.
Hardly.
if that.
Barely at all. I've
Yeah,
seen more
she's-
cleavage on Douse.
Right. She's teenage. She's a teenager. You know, looks like a regular 18-year-old. But what did they do? What were they gonna do with the swim team? Have, you know, Photoshop some shorts?
I don't know.
Some shorts to the knee?
Well, because then you got some parents saying they're in favor of it.
In
Of the
favor
edits.
of the edits?
Yep.
Yeah, because they old. And they're like, no, not my little girl, no.
So
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to be like, of course, you're not going to be, as a parent,
I guess it depends on the parent. Because like I
Yeah.
said, some parents are in favor of it.
right.
So-
Those are what we call the conservative parents.
Very much so.
Very much so.
Very much so. All right, let's go to this woman. Let me tell you what not to do. If you're going to be hanging out in... So, in a lot of major cities, they do have rooftop parties, right?
Yes.
Especially in New York.
All the time.
All
Summer.
the time. You never know. You might just be in
Summertime.
somebody's house and it's like, let's take it to the roof.
Yeah.
So, a 24-year-old is at a highly crowded rooftop party.
That's number one.
Number one. And this is in New York. So she's already at a highly crowded party. They think she tried to go from one rooftop to another one and fell.
See.
Were you drinking, baby?
Yeah, she was drunk.
I'm going to need y'all. But then they said she also was too close to the edge and lost her footing, and it was a bunch of people there. Everything about that scenario sounded wrong. I don't know if you tried to hop, but while y'all there, COVID's still a thing. They
Yeah.
saying that you're not 100% protected, even if you got a vaccination.
Right.
So what are y'all doing?
And yeah, and once again, it was overcrowded. Like you crowding on a rooftop.
And they don't even know who placed the 911 call. They said they don't
Wow.
think that it
It
was
was
foul play,
anonymous?
but they don't know who called.
Right.
Because they found her in a shaft
Oh,
down at the bottom.
down at the bottom.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. She was zooted.
Yeah, she was in an air shaft between the two buildings.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, just stay safe, y'all.
Yeah. Please.
Let's
just,
make the
just
best
stay
decisions
safe.
possible.
Like stay away from the edge.
You know what?
If
Let's
I'm on
talk
the
about a
roof.
girl who is making some positive choices. So this young lady, her name is Mariah Jones.
Okay.
I think I put Johnson when I first wrote this. Sorry, Mariah. So her name is Mariah Jones. She's 18. And she was actually homeless. Her mom took her and her sisters out the house one night in the middle of the night, never to see the dad again because he was like emotionally and verbally abusive,
Yes.
sometimes physically abusive.
Right.
So they ended up in a shelter for a while. That was her, and her mom was married to the dad. So this
Okay.
wasn't just like,
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
right, or
Baby
like
daddy.
even you've been around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have been together. They have been married for like 12 years when she made this decision.
Oh.
So you know that's a big decision, but he was an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Yeah, that's a deadly combination right there.
Definitely. So from there, she has actually earned a full scholarship to Vassar.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she's working with astrophysicists at the University of Pittsburgh right now.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what she's going for.
Astrophysicist.
Yes, that is what she is aiming to be.
That's what's
And
up.
she was reaching out to them at the university because she was curious on how it works. So, yeah, congratulations to her.
Congratulations.
She got the prestigious Questbridge Scholarship,
Right.
which among its alumni, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis,
Whoa.
Meryl Streep,
Nice.
Edith Clark, America's first female electrical engineer. All right, so
Yeah.
good job for you. All right, with that being said, let's talk about pussy. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry, Pusha. I never would disrespect you like that, Pusha.
Disrespect the whole name. Pussy.
Pussa.
Pussy T.
Now you remember when the beef started with the song that he put out, the story of Adidon,
Right.
right? Where he's talking about Drake and his son. Well, Drake is going to get Billboard awards, and he decides to take his son with him. Now, as the son is looking calm and then not so calm, he's like screaming. It looks like
Right.
definitely not excited to be there. People went in on social media talking about Pusha T changed the universe with Drake and Adonis. Do you know the butterfly effect would be if he didn't make that diss track? Adonis in a different universe would have been planned out different. But they was like,
Wow. Jesus.
they was saying, Pusha T really made Drake be a father. That's so crazy to me.
Oh.
They said Pusha T somewhere smiling right now as Drake and Adonis finally spending some time together.
Wow. See.
It said every time I see Drake and this kid in the spotlight, I can't help but think of Pusha T and the tireless work he did for this to be possible.
And the tireless work.
So the last one I will read.
He's the advocate.
This touching family moment has been brought to you by Pusha T bullying Drake into being a father.
Wow.
Like, I'm like, yo, they're not going to let that down for quite some time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
And
at
you
all.
know, Pusha T is dropping new music out here.
Yeah.
And that didn't even get as much play as them coming for Drake because of Pusha T.
Because of Pusha T.
Now,
It's
if
like,
y'all don't know what
thanks,
happened
Pusha T.
with Pusha T and Drake, let me just refresh your memory
let's do a recap, shall we?
that Pusha T found out not only that Drake had a baby on the way, but he also found out who the mother was and that she had been known for being in adult films. And he said on his diss track, "You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat MF playing Border Patrol. Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than Adidas press run.
Wow.
Love that baby, respect that girl, forget she's a porn star, let her be your world." So,
Yes. With that being said,
note to self, let's go to another hip-hop artist, shall we? So did you know J. Cole is playing basketball over in Rwanda?
yes.
Could you?
Africa League.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure his basketball background, and I've been looking for that. Because I'm not sure to what extent he was playing it before he decided to go pro.
Well, he actually had skills.
So him and Dave East were supposed to play? But that was a while ago, right? Yeah, but see, that's my thing. I'm not sure to what extent he's been practicing now. Like back then.
Yeah, always get it in. I'm just,
All
I'm
right.
just ball.
Well,
I'm
the
just ball
15
and get
minutes
better.
he got on the floor, he had one steal, one block, and I think 2 points.
Okay.
And he almost fouled out.
Oh, okay.
So we're rooting for you, Jay. You just keep practicing.
It's a different thing when it comes to street ball and
Exactly.
organized ball.
That's my point. Like
Yeah.
I know possibly what you were going to do, right?
Right.
But what's happening now
Yeah.
is a whole different situation.
Whole different situation.
Yeah, you got like 3 fouls in just like a few minutes. So we rooting for you. You know, you're gonna have to keep practicing.
Yeah, just keep pushing.
Hanging in there.
Just keep pushing.
There was some bricking of some threes. I'm not gonna keep going over your history.
Oh, wow.
But,
Yeah.
but at least your off season is doing good.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's doing incredibly well. So at least the music.
The music
is
is still,
taking it up top.
Still taking it up top. Yeah, the first to ever do it, though. First to ever.
Yes.
First 6 albums.
So that's what's up. So you
Yeah.
keep striving. Because regardless of what happens with you in Rwanda,
His music.
you got this music game where
On
it
lock.
needs on lock where
On
it
lock
needs to
where
be.
it need to be.
You got that. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody take that from you. All right. All right. You give me my jingle because I had 2. I mean, I had the 1, but then I got the 2.
Oh, okay.
Give me the jingle.
You can't make this
Ish up. Let me tell you about this amazing little baby. So, wait, I just want to verify. She's 11.
Okay.
I want to say her name is Sanai. That's what I think her name is.
It might be
it's
Sanai.
Sanaa.
Say it again.
Sanaa.
Yeah, that's Sanaa.
Okay. All right, Sanai. Well, you're doing the daggone thing. She's 11. She's also autistic.
Okay.
So there's some things that are difficult for her to do. Like when they were first trying to get her to do math when she was being homeschooled.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to get her to hold a pencil and do it, but she was having difficulty.
Okay.
So what she started doing was just doing it in her mind. She just broke a World Guinness Book of record
Wow.
by being able to multiply 12 digits in under 10 minutes. They blinded her before they brought her into the room to see the numbers.
Right.
And then she had to do all that just in her brain.
her head.
I said, for 2 digits, you tell me right now 46 times 82. And I'm like, pen,
What?
paper.
Yeah. Me and mental math
Carry the...
don't get along. I have the finger in the air, doing and tracing the numbers all the time. Yeah. Nope.
They said she's solving problems an engineering student would solve at MIT.
Wow.
Word.
Wow.
So shout out to her. You know.
Yeah, I've always admired autistic talents.
Yeah, like after I saw Rain Man, that really helped me. Like,
Yeah, because it brings to mind this one autistic kid. He's an artist and he does amazing landscapes. Like he could like draw from like a helicopter view and draw every little detail from his head, and it'll be a total landscape from the top of his head.
what do you mean? Like he can look at the map of Ohio?
Like all right, let's say if he goes on a helicopter ride and you can see the landscape, all the buildings, the streets, the trees.
Oh, and then he can go and create
he
it.
could go recreate it from his head.
That's amazing.
And like this whole wall, he'll be able to do full
And
of
I always thought that's so
Always thought it
interesting
was
how that
interesting,
brain
like
works.
how the brain works.
Like,
yeah.
I watched a video about a lady. It was like a little movie based on her life. But she actually created the cow. So how they steered the cows in, she was like, they're uncomfortable.
Right.
And the way you're slaughtering them is making it more difficult on the workers.
Okay.
But if you slowly ease them into it. So she engineered this whole thing to have cows, like cattle, come in and have a more humane slaughter.
Wow.
So that they weren't under stress. Because she used to have to do something for herself where she had to be hugged when she got nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she created this thing where they like go down into water. So they like slowly are starting to relax.
Right.
Like, it was amazing.
Wow.
So shout out to you, Sinai. Last but not least.
Shout out.
These children here, I don't even, baby, you can't understand how that car is in that roof.
Wait, what?
So in Missouri,
Jesus.
2 high school kids coming from a graduation party, they lose control of the car, go down a hill, boom, flip the fence, boop, car ends up in the roof of the house.
Wow.
They walk out the front door
Of the house?
of the house.
Wow.
They managed to get themselves out the car and walk out. Nobody in the car was hurt and nobody in the house.
That is one hell of a senior year. That's one way. That's putting an exclamation mark on your senior year. Like,
And they
yeah.
still not even exactly sure how they lost control of the car. Like, when the kids are trying to explain it.
Probably happened so fast.
But the way
Just-
y'all went up and then crashed down, that's like Hot Wheels type maneuver.
Yeah, it's like a movie, like
Word.
like you just did an actual movie stunt.
Word. Because they are stuck upside down.
Wow.
That car is upright in the roof.
Wow. That's
And in
crazy.
a room. Like
In a room, like not even in between, like it didn't stop in the attic. It went all the way through.
all the way through. That's in a room.
To the point where they could just be like, don't mind us.
We're just let ourselves out.
We're just going to let ourselves out. We're going to show ourselves to the door. Wow.
If I was the parent who had that insurance on the car,
Yeah.
paying for that for the rest of your life,
Ooh.
guess who's working for the summer? And I'm
Right.
getting all your checks.
All of them.
Because all that little bit of money has
All
to go
of 'em.
towards this
All of
insurance payment that's about to go through the roof. Thanks, folks. I do parties and bar mitzvahs.
She's here all night, people. She's here all night.
Or at least for another couple of minutes. So,
Yeah, right.
with that being said, what would you like to tell people before we go?
Follow me at _DJ_mums music on IG. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm Sapphire Decadent McLovin, and I'm here to tell you and let you know so many tips and different ways to do things, but here's the trick. If you're going to try to take some money from someone, make sure they're all the way asleep if you're just going to steal it. And that they don't know it was you in case they come back to whoop your ass. All right, with that
All
being
right.
said, thank you for joining us on another version of the Konnect Show. You know you can always find us, Konnect with a K, all over social media and on all kinds of listening platforms. You said it what? Oh, see you guys in June. And happy Memorial. I thought you said something about Jews, and I was going to say,
Like,
this
wait a
is
minute.
getting racy. You know
Wait
they're
a
going to
minute.
come for
They
you.
gonna- they
You
gonna
can't
shut
just
us- They going to shut us down.
Right, you can't just say stuff about Jews. No, see you all in June. We hope you have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. You know, that's next Monday, so we are not going to be here.
Right.
I'm be somewhere. I've already planned it.
Oh, here we go.
Eating macaroni and cheese and ham. Shout out to my Granny Ann. Normally, I would have that if I went to Ohio. She'd make it for me, but unfortunately,
I can't go back right now. So,
All right.
I got to make my own version of stuff.
You got to make your own version.
Word. So, have a happy and safe Memorial Day.
Be safe.
Be well and be joyous. This is the Konnect Show.
Peace.